Hi everyone. So I have my haul of the Sephora VIB 15% off sale. So I'm just going to get into it. Generally, I try to make purchases at Ulta that carry the brands that are at both, just because I can get 20% off pretty regularly being platinum at Ulta, whereas that just doesn't come up at Sephora with the same frequency. So mainly what I buy from Sephora is Sephora, what I really try to do is do only Sephora exclusive brands or sets or whatever. So I didn't buy a whole lot at Sephora, and unfortunately 1 to 2 of those things will be going back. So I'll start with the Sephora, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick in Y215. Did I do a video? Yes, I have recorded a video for this, but I haven't finished editing it yet. I try to not overload the channel with just foundation reviews, especially for people that are not here just because they're looking for foundation reviews. So that's in the queue. It will be coming. The short of the story is I cannot make this work for my face, and it is a nice color. I would say it's really similar to the Anastasia foundation stick in Warm Alabaster. I think it's closer to that than the Alabaster. So there it is right there. So it's a really nice color. I can't make the formula sit on my face right. I will link that review may go up before this, so we'll see. But I will link the review if it is up, and yeah, so this is going to go back. I can't make it sit well on my dry areas. It just breaks down too quickly on my oilier areas. I've tried primers, no primers, different SPFs. I just can't get the thing to stick to my face right in a way that doesn't look like, I try to put on kind of a light coverage and it just doesn't look good. The only time it looks sort of good is if I really pile on more makeup than I normally would. Then it looks a little more perfective, but then it breaks down even faster. So I don't know. I just can't get that stuff to work on my face. The other thing that I'm on the fence about, because I've had kind of a moment where I realized I hold on to things but don't really use them all that much, and I need to just sell them, get them out of my life. So I'm not sure if this is going to go back or not. I keep wanting to love the Makeup Forever palettes, and it just never happens. I have returned 2 of them maybe now, and it may be 3 with this one. I mean, it was in the sale section. It's the florals. It's just, I thought this yellow would be talking to me. The purple is really pretty. This color, which is, I think they say it's technically a blush, the kind of pink with a gold shimmer. This gold is very pretty. I mean, they're really pretty shades. But the yellow is like so thin. It's really hard to get any pigment built up on the yellow. And since that was one of the main reasons I was buying it, that's pretty disappointing. So I don't know. And you know, they're all shimmery. And the reason I hadn't purchased it in the past is because of these 2 blue teal shades. One of them I think is a diamond finish, which means glitter, which is not my favorite. I like the ColourPop glitters just because they're super easy to use and they don't flake off easily unless you blend over them, basically. So if I'm going to wear a glitter, it's probably going to be a ColourPop Super Shock glitter. And I just don't find myself using these type of blue shades unless it's in that Estee Lauder Gritty and Glow palette, which I love a lot. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence on this just because I do like quite a few of the shades, but I don't know. I'm trying to really downsize my collection. It's probably spurred on the anxiety, panic, terror of moving our house cross country. I mean, I have moved across the country several times, from Phoenix to Miami, Miami to Minnesota. So that doesn't scare me per se. It's just the amount of stuff we have in a house with 2 children and 2 cats. It's daunting. Another thing I got was the Love Mother's Day set, I think, from VIB. So it came with, it was sold out online, but they had just gotten it in stock at my store, like at the very end of the sale. Like the last 2 days or something. I'm missing something. So it also came with a mirror. So when I saw the mirror, I'm like, oh, that's a very slim, nice mirror, but it's just like a button style mirror. So I'm not sure where I'm going to keep that. I don't know if I'll keep it here for like when I'm recording a video because it's small, or maybe I'll stick it in my purse. For my purse, I want something that closes that's a little more secure and less likely to get broken. Whatever. The mirror is not that important. The reason I had bought it was because I do like these multi-sticks. I had a sample card with cashew and papaya and something else. And I did like cashew a lot, and it's what I have on my lips today. I'm going to address my face situation in a minute. I probably should have talked about that first, but the oiliness and the flakiness and the breaking down and patchiness and etc. I know it's bad. Anyway, so this set came with gelato and cashew, and gelato is actually a surprisingly cool shade. I was expecting it, because most things go pretty warm on me, to go warm. And these do have a magnetic closure. I didn't know, but you know, that's kind of exciting. It's the only magnetic closing lipstick that I have, so I feel all fancy now. And like I said, cashew is what's on my lips right now. I liked it for cheeks. I like it for lip. It is a very thick, it can go really heavy and dry and uncomfortable pretty easily. So I try to just kind of tap it in so I get the color without it looking too gloopy. But they wear really nicely, and I like how they work on the cheeks as well. I was very intrigued by the idea of wearing them on my eyes, but I don't think I have the oiliest of eyelids out there, but I just could not get these to stay on my lids without creasing for more than maybe 4 hours. And I don't like putting up with that. The other thing it came with is this gloss, which is one of their, I thought they had a specific name. I'm sure they do. It just says cream lip gloss on here in rose pearl. And you can see it has all kinds of pretty glitter in it. And since I'm here, I might as well put some on. This was another reason I wanted this set, just because I was intrigued by the formula. And I mean, that looks really pretty, no? The gloss has a pretty strong scent. It does kind of sheer out though, unless you really pile it on. Like up close, it's super pretty, but like from a distance, I don't know that all that kind of dimension really comes across. I don't know. It's very, very pretty. I don't know that I would buy one individually full price. Did I show you the swatch of cashew? There's cashew up there and gelato. I don't even know. Okay, this is getting long. I knew it was going to be long. Try to keep it together. So when I was at the Sephora in JCPenney looking for this, which I should probably talk about first. So I had seen Nouveau Cheap, Gianna G's, post about this, that this was coming. And I had not seen it at my Sephora in JCPenney. I have a mall that has a Sephora and a Sephora in JCPenney. I don't know if I'm the only one that finds that very odd, but it comes in handy to me as a shopper. Now I'm going to be moving, and in the future all I'm going to have is the Sephora and JCPenney, which is a little scary, but I think I can deal. I like to shop online. It's okay. But it's the Sephora Favorites Lash Out. These have been called Lash Stash in the past. I don't know what the one that's available on Sephora's site is called. Maybe it's Lash Stash. I don't know. But the idea is you get 5 deluxe samples of mascaras, and inside this little box you also get a voucher for a full size of one of these for free. And I have bought the Lash Stash version in the past, and it wasn't that great because I didn't really love any of the mascaras in it. But this set, I saw it and I was like, oh, I gotta pounce on this, because you get a lot of use out of a deluxe sized mascara. I mean, to me it can last 2 to 3 months before it really starts drying out some of the times. And I really like Urban Decay, really like the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and I like the Lancome as well, the Hypnose Drama, except for the scent. But the Urban Decay gets like the most black, most volume out of lashes of any mascara I think I've used, so I'm just so amazed at how well it works for me. I had gotten it as a gift with purchase, I think, from Ulta. Yes, so that's why I wanted this one, because I didn't want to have to buy the mascara standalone, because that just seems wrong. to spend that much on a mascara. But this way I get the samples and the mascara for $28 minus the 15%. So unfortunately, the regular lash kit mascara kit didn't come out during the sale like online or at the Sephora stores, but this one was like the last couple days, I think, of the sale at my Sephora at JCPenney, so I really lucked out and was so happy that I could find this. So anyway, when I was buying that, they had a whole bunch of new point rewards, and I got a 500 point reward for the first time in a long time, and it was this little Kat Von D set, which came in this super cute pouch. Sorry about the 3-year-old babbling in the background. He's having quiet time. Which is, since he doesn't nap anymore really unless he's sick, that's the time I get to myself, and he hangs out in his room and plays. So it came with a deluxe sized lipstick in Cathedral, a liquid lipstick deluxe size in Vampira, not sure which one, and then 2 deluxe liners, a tattoo liner in Mad Max Brown and an ink liner in Trooper. So this is, I actually had gotten this as like a 100 point reward a long time ago. I didn't realize it was the ink liner as opposed to the tattoo liner, but it turns out I like it. I find that it works fairly well for me, so I think if given a choice I would probably go for the brush tip, but I was surprised with how well this worked for me, and it just doesn't move or fade or whatever throughout the day. So that is, I thought, a really nice little 500 point reward where I felt like I was really getting stuff I was excited about. I like the Studded Kiss, or whatever it's called. Is it Studded Kiss? Yeah, Studded Kiss lipstick formula. I have another deluxe sample size in Lovecraft, and I really do like that one. So I was excited. This is more of a kind of a russety color, I find. You know, things always look pretty deep on me. So let me swatch it next to those 2 Bite. I feel like they're almost kind of, it's like cashew, but more rosy. So kind of a rosy, slightly deeper cashew. I mean, surely a million other things are closer to it than that, but since I have cashew on my hand already. And this one looks a little bit brown in the tube, but when you open it, this is like those Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, I find. It has kind of a purpley color to it. Sure, why not? Maybe I'll include a couple Instagram posts perhaps where I'm wearing it. The only issue is that I can't get that Vampira color to not be patchy. I always have dry patches. Most liquid lipsticks, maybe they show the texture, but it doesn't cling. The color doesn't cling, and these, anywhere that I had any sort of dry patch, it was so much darker than the rest of my lips. So maybe I just need to put 2 coats in order to get that really super deep color. But I've had a lot of issues with application, so I think it's something that I need to reserve for when my lips are in pretty good shape to use it easily. We'll see. All right. A few more things from Sephora. I was very intrigued by this when I saw like maybe an ad for it, the Sephora Brow Highlighting Gel. I think I made a little bit of a mistake in picking the deep bronze color because it's too close to the color of my lashes, no, of my eyebrows when I dye them. So I don't really get so much of a highlighting effect. I think this would be, you would notice the shimmer because it's kind of a metallic brow gel. I think you would notice that metallic effect on darker brows. So I'm kind of considering taking this back and maybe at some point buying one of the lighter colors. I just didn't want to get something that was too warm if I got one of the lighter colors. So I don't know. I don't know. Right now, if I use it, it just looks like a tinted brow gel, basically. And another 100 point reward I got was the Lovesick liquid lipstick from Kat Von D. This is also a really pretty color. I have worn this, I think, once, and I was really happy with it. It's just kind of like a pink, purple mauve type color. Apparently what I consider mauve is not what a lot of other people consider mauve. I feel like other people that I watch on YouTube call things that are a lot warmer than what I would call mauve. So anyway, to me this is kind of like a pinky purple mauve. And so it's a color that I like, and I've been happy with that. That formula is not my favorite for liquid lips, but it's comfortable enough. My issue is that my spit kind of breaks it down and tends to make it transfer on the inside of my lips. So like if I kiss my child, they'll have a little bit of like really hard to get off liquid lipstick on them. So that's what I don't like about it. Other than that, it's quite nice. And the last thing I think I got one more thing. Sephora Lash Craft mascara, length and volume. Bailey B had said that she had gotten it in the Sephora Playbox and she loved it and recommended it very highly. So it's a traditional bristle brush, but it has kind of a flat side where there aren't bristles sticking out. I feel like I'm having a bit of a learning curve trying to get this to work for me. I do have it on my lashes today, and I also have like really high expectations now because I've had such great and easy success with that Urban Decay Perversion mascara. That's so far been like my ideal formula and brush. And so this didn't really, the bar is really high right now, so it didn't quite get up there. But I feel like I'm finding a better way of using the wand where I try to get a little bit more product on, because my issue was that it was just putting such a light layer on. It was taking additional coats, and generally I don't need to do additional coats. I never let them dry and go back. Usually I can kind of glop on what I want in one coat of most mascaras, but I was just having a lot of trouble with that one. But now I think I've figured out how to like turn the wand and wiggle it just the right way to get enough product on my lashes that I'm fairly happy with the end result. Okay, so the last Sephora thing is the Triple Sec. Oh man, how is it possible that I was talking to for so long? 20 minutes already on Sephora, and I've got a ton of Ulta stuff, and I think the baby's waking up, and it's almost 2:30, which means that the quiet time's almost over. Oh. Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1. So I always kind of wondered about this because it seemed kind of like a dry shampoo, and I really like their dry shampoo. So far I like this, though I'm not really sure how it's all that different from the dry shampoo, except that it doesn't have as much like powder to it. It does have a different scent, so maybe if you don't like the Dry Bar, or the Detox Dry Shampoo, maybe this would be something you could use. It seems to add texture and some oil absorption and volume, I guess is what it's supposed to do. Texturizes, amplifies, refreshes. So yeah, to me it sounds like dry shampoo, but maybe with less powder. This one doesn't have that super sandalwood scent. I think it's a little sweeter smelling. So maybe that would be worse or better. I don't know. But I think that's everything from Sephora that I picked up. Maybe I'll just do Ulta in a separate video because I know I had a lot of stuff. And I'm already at 20 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, whatever below. And yeah, I think that's about it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.